character design. I suck at it a lot. So I'm here drawing more characters so that I don't suck at it. Now, before we dive into today's character designs, please subscribe. We are so close to 1000 subscribers and there are a lot of things coming after 1000 subscribers, so please subscribe. Okay, so this time I did more character design rather than just doing one. The first one I did was actually a suggestion from a subscriber, which I will put up on the screen right now. So they wanted me to do an Indian man who is in brown color. He'll be wearing a white dhoti. His one arm will be metallic, holding a coconut in his hand with intricate Indian designs, and in the other hand he will be holding a sickle to break the coconut, and he's barefoot, no shoes. So yeah, so I designed him exactly like that, but instead of giving him a slimmer look, I was like, why not make his whole upper body fat and his legs thin, so he looks like a gangster or something. So I think this turned out pretty good, and I gave him a metal arm and a dhoti and all that stuff which my subscriber asked me. The next one which I wanted to do is draw children or kids, okay, because I literally suck at drawing kids and children, especially their faces. And also I wanted to draw someone very healthy or very kind of like fluffy, okay, so that is why this smaller girl's hands and feet are very fluffy or very healthy, or they are very fat. They do not have a lot of bone structure in them, so everything is covered in fat. So yeah, and she's a kid, and yeah, and I got the face pretty much accurate. Kids' faces are very round in shape and they have bigger eyes, smaller nose, and their heads are bigger when compared to the whole body. Alright, so yeah. The third one, I wanted to add more mechanical stuff, more cyborg stuff or more robotic stuff on a character. So I was like, yeah, I'll do a Joker kind of like guy who is a maniac or someone. Okay, so I started with these two wheels at first, and then I was just like going on with the flow and just drew whatever came into my mind. So yeah, it turned out to be a maniac sort of like guy, but it turned out pretty good. He's like this, and he turned out pretty funny. I guess he turned out like a madman, like a maniac, right? And I like it very much. And the fourth one, I wanted to exaggerate the shapes. So what I did was I took a reference and I just drew the reference of a girl kicking in the air. Okay, so I made her legs and hips like very big, very fat, okay, but her body like very slim. So, and it gave her a different character, it gave her a different shape, okay, it gave her different exaggeration, alright, which I personally like. So yeah, I think this turned out pretty interesting, in my opinion at least. Like, I didn't even had to put any effort in drawing all the bones and muscles and all that kind of shit. Alright, so yeah, so this one was pretty easy and this one was pretty exaggerated and fun. Like, she's a fat lady who is practicing martial arts or something, who is practicing kickboxing and who is trying to lose weight. Alright, so yeah. Alright, now for the colors, the first one, the Indian guy with the sickle, the colors are pretty self-explanatory because the subscriber also gave me the colors, alright, so yeah, and he practically looks like an Indian guy, so like I don't even have to explain the colors, alright. The second girl, the second smaller kid, I wanted to go with something colorful, so I was like, I can go with the classic blue and yellow. So yeah, I tried exactly that. Yellow hair and blue and white shirt and black shorts and blue eyes, of course. The third one, this guy over here, the maniac, I wanted to have an undead kind of like a feel for his skin, alright? So that is why I chose this almost like an off-white gray color, alright? So he's like pretty much looking like Orochimaru or something, alright? His skin doesn't have the necessary flesh tones, so he's pretty much undead. And for the tires and all that mechanical shit, I went with black color as usual. And his nose is the only thing that has some flesh tone, so I made it red. But it looks cool, it looks different. His eyes and teeth are like yellow, as if he's drunk and not slept for like too long and hasn't brushed his teeth. He's a proper maniac. And for the last one, I went with something simple, blue and black. And her skin color is kind of like to the redder side because she's like pretty warmed up because of her kicking practice that she's doing. So yeah, I think that's pretty simple and self-explanatory. And of course the red hair, kind of like a fiery, kind of like a girl. And that's it. This is for today's character design. I hope you liked it, and I am doing these character designs literally regularly every day. So please subscribe so that you learn something. And we are so close to 1,000 subscribers, so please. Anyways, until next time, I'll see you later. Goodbye.